Me, 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 me. La, la, la. Yeah, I gotta make sure my voice is still working because that last 30-minute romp with JangBi versus Bisu has taken a lot out of me. But we are gonna move on here. This is 6. Now, game 6 here, and if JangBi can pull this off, Samsung Kong will win this match. They are ahead 3-2 right now. Tons of pressure on Fantasy. Why? Because Fantasy is the lesser player. Because, versus Protoss is his best matchup, but versus Terran is JangBi's best matchup. May also be nervous because Fantasy, now this was a week ago, so if you're not following the MSLs, you might want to tune out. Fantasy lost to JangBi in the MSL, then went on to lose to Tempest. So he recently, a week ago, got kicked out of the MSL, and you can see him shifting around there. I feel bad for Fantasy. All of that on top of the fact that this is on Medusa that is also ridiculously favored in Protoss against Terran. It is 72% Protoss versus Terran. So I feel bad for Fantasy, but I like rooting for the underdog. So, if he can pull this off, I would think that would be awesome. That would be great. In fact, it would take us to an ace match, and we'd be able to see what happens there. So, anyways, Fantasy is the Terran. Look at him, man. He is he is a nervous wreck. He is a ball of nerves. He is nervous balls. Wait, no, that sounded wrong. Anyways, so, Medusa, of course, it is Terran death. Why? Because you can't build anything in the entire middle of the map. If they made a Medusa 2 and simply removed I can't remember, what word am I looking for? The topography or the ground on the middle of the map that didn't allow you to build, I think things could really turn around. It could actually become a more favored map. But because all that, map artifact, that's what I was looking for. Because it's all there, Terran can't really do anything. You can't do a slow push and build turrets. So, there we go. We'll see what's going to go on here. If Fantasy is going to try to go for something fast. Of course, you do have to go for a mech build against Protoss if you are Terran. So, we will see the gas going up fairly quickly here. Meanwhile, JangBi wants to kick it good. Yeah, punch the freaking SK mascot in this big old fat stomach. You're losing. Where's the Samsung Kong mascot to like push you over and like kick sand in your face or something? I don't know. All right, so standard barracks gas going to go up here. Looks like Fantasy going to, I'm assuming, go to like probably a 2 factory here early on, and Bisu, as many times the favored player will do, is going to go for a fast expand and get a quick nexus. I don't know if that was like a 14 nexus, I believe, something like that. Of course, he has the ability to do this. I mean, he's not the nervous one. It's Fantasy, and generally you can take a little while to tech up, or you take a while as a Terran to tech up anyways. Fantasy's not going to do any push with his Marines to try to take out anything, because a couple Zealots can take out a couple Marines very quickly and fairly easily. So we do see the gas flowing heavily there. We're going to see the factories go up for Fantasy fairly quickly. There's the first one there. There's Bisu pondering with the same look that he always has, always. And there's Stork not with his mouth open, which is, exciting for him. Look at Bisu. He looks like he's getting his painted. He's like, oh, yes, you'll make an oil painting of me. It'll be quite delightful, quite. And that's how Bisu talks, of course. He's British for some reason. I don't know why. All right. Anyways, scouting going on. It looks like Bisu is going to get the scout in and see the base first. He is going to see the lack of an expansion, so of course he's going to assume probably a 2 factory build, trying to get the tanks up quick. And I don't think, it looks like just now Fantasy is going to scout Bisu. Looks like he's going for a 2-gate build as well. So right now the builds are matched, except for the fact that Bisu is going for an expansion, and because it was the mineral-only expansion, no! Fantasy is going to scout this. I was just about to say Fantasy probably won't scout it, but Fantasy, very smart, going up and scouting the mineral-only expansion, so he knows what he's dealing with. He is going with the 2-fact build. He's going to get the machine shop up to probably go for mines or possibly vulture speed to try to do a harass. He's sending a marine out to get killed by somebody. Maybe the marine's out looking for elbow grease. Maybe he sent him out for some elbow grease, and it was a prank, and the other marines are back there laughing. Let's go get Jim. He's getting elbow grease. Good job taking out the scout there. The elbow grease references for all those who watch Red versus Blue, in case you were wondering about that. All right, and smartly, I forget to mention this all the time on Medusa, that Fantasy is mining that out so that JangBi can't, JangBi can't trick a probe up there. So smart idea, and we do see the first tank coming out. Wow, so no Goliath. He is going. Fantasy is going straight to tank. I'm assuming then he's going to be researching Siege because he's... Oh, I see. Because he wants to get his expansion. He's going to try to block it off with Siege Tech. Good job distracting the units. Oh, actually, no, the units are still pushing out over there. So I'm assuming that's going to be Siege. He is going to try to hang on and get his expansion as fast as he can. Obviously, that's necessary. It's a good idea to stay one base ahead of Protoss. But at least you have to get the expansion as best you can. JangBi already definitely with the economic advantage at this point. And we'll kind of see how this goes. Definitely trying to do a little push here. Fantasy, I thought he was just going to set up and turtle and defend an expansion, but it looks like he is actually trying to push out. Not sure if this is such a good idea, because once that tank goes down, okay, well, I guess it was mines then. Mines for the vultures. I guess it wasn't siege, so sorry about that there. That was a little miscall. But, yeah, I think that JangBi's going to have this. Able to take out the mine. Fantasy is going to retreat back to the mines. And I don't know if he plans on sieging up on the temples, because that's probably what's coming next. It's probably what he's going to try to do. Can't build anything over there, making a nice perimeter around the temple. Now, luckily, JangBi does have that sighting. Yep, there we go. Does have the sighting pylon there, so he is going to see this. But Fantasy is going to be able to cut through this pretty quickly. We'll see if he can capitalize on being able to come in the back there and trying to take out the mineral expansion. Getting some more water here. Getting dry. The pipes are dry. Pipes are dry. And smartly, JangBi, of course, bringing up forces to deal with this. He's going to be fully prepared. Now, if Fantasy can get a push in the front, which is probably what he's going to try to do, he might be able to get a good push, sneak in some vultures, and take out some probes. And that is what he's doing. Very smart by Fantasy. Going to come in the front door, but there is a block there. JangBi knew that this is possible, got the block, and although they are going to take them out, squeezing through. Fantasy able to squeeze through. He's going to see if he can get any probes off here. Are we going to see any probes going? No, it looks like JangBi's forces are going to get there. Ballsy move from Fantasy. Oh, this could almost work. I think, no, too many Dragoons. Oh, there is no way this is going to work out for JangBi. You can hear the cheering going down. JangBi is going to ward off, well, yeah, and a lot of mines going, and a lot of tanks. Oh, a mine taking out, pushing JangBi back. Fantasy, I just don't know. I don't know if this is enough. Tanks are just so weak. They're just little, like, candy-coated shells. But there's nothing inside. There's no chocolate inside. There's no chocolatey goodness. Oh, God, a Mind Drag here could take out the tanks. He's bringing in the Zealot to try to Mind Drag. This is insane. Oh, and the Reaver taking out the tank. The Reaver popping out. Oh, my God. And more. This is insane. This is so crazy. Oh, he can't get any probes out, but so many. Oh, loses all those mines there. This is insane. I don't think this is going to work out, though. JangBi's Reaver is saving the day, but my God, Fantasy keeps coming in. He keeps mining the crap out of JangBi, and oh man, 2 SCVs go down. We're going to see if JangBi doing a good job taking out some probes here with the Goliath. Beautiful job taking out probes with the Goliath. This could be the end of JangBi, folks. This would be a huge upset if Fantasy would be able to take this out. And a Mind Drag, oh my God. Great micro by JangBi there. Just destroying so many probes in this base. Oh! Oh my God, and that didn't destroy anything. JangBi picked up his Reaver. Reaver about to go down so close. Ladies and gentlemen, this is insane StarCraft right now. Getting 2 more gateways to try to macro up. JangBi has lost a lot of units, and I would imagine at this point, I don't know if Fantasy is, he's keeping the attack. He has so many mines in JangBi's base.